Today we're diving into something a little different.
Oh,
Yeah, we're talking heart bypass surgery.
okay. And what kind of deep dive would this be without a fascinating source? What are we looking at today?
No scalpel required for this one. We're diving into a website, My Journey Through a Bypass.
Sounds intriguing. Who created this?
It's by this guy, Jeff Owen. And here's the thing, he's not a doctor or anything.
Oh,
Yeah. He's just a regular person who went through bypass surgery. He's sharing his experience, wants to help others going through the same thing.
I see. Taking the mystery out of it, perhaps. Providing a layman's perspective.
Exactly. And one thing that immediately struck me when I first checked out his website was just how upfront he is about like his whole reason for creating it. He even says his goal is to like offer that, been there, done that kind of reassurance.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I get you. That feeling of, hey, I made it through.
totally that you're not alone kind of thing.
Exactly. And, reading about someone else's journey, especially when it comes to something as, well, let's be honest, kind of scary as surgery, it can make a world of difference.
It's true. Like it's almost like having a virtual hand to hold.
Yes. It demystifies the experience. It makes it less scary. You start to think, well, if they got through it, maybe I can too. And that feeling of hope, it's incredibly powerful.
And you know what else? Owen, he even throws in this, well, it's kind of funny, but also a little scary, this disclaimer right up front.
Yeah.
He's like, don't be an idiot. If you're having chest pains, go see a doctor.
Well, he's not wrong.
Right. He learned that lesson the hard way. You can tell he wants to spare anyone else that.
Absolutely. And that actually highlights something really important about these kinds of personal accounts. As much as they offer comfort and support, they should never, ever replace the advice of a qualified medical professional.
100%.
Every medical journey, every single one, is unique. What works for one person might not work for another. It's about personalized care,
For sure. But what I found super valuable were all the practical tips and insights he includes throughout.
Oh, you mean like he doesn't just recount the experience, but he actually gives you advice?
Exactly. He's really trying to help people prepare for what to expect emotionally and practically.
Yeah.
Like he talks about how things like your age, your lifestyle, even the specific type of bypass surgery you have can all affect your recovery.
Makes sense. Recovery is different for everyone.
Totally. And speaking of bypass types, this is where it gets, well, this is where I had to do a little Googling.
Oh, like medical jargon got a bit much.
A little. He casually throws around terms like double, triple, even quintuple bypass.
Ah, yes. He's referring to the number of coronary arteries that are bypassed during surgery. You can almost imagine these arteries like highways that supply blood to your heart muscle. When there's a blockage, bypass surgery creates a detour.
I'm with you.
So a quintuple bypass, that means 5 detours. So naturally, that's a much more complex procedure than, say, a double bypass. And it usually means a longer and potentially more challenging recovery.
It really puts into perspective how different everyone's experience can be.
Precisely. It's not one size fits all.
And I think that's what really hit home for me while reading Owen's story. It wasn't just about the medical details.
Right.
It was about the whole human experience of facing a major health challenge. You see, his anxieties, his triumphs, the emotional roller coaster, it's all there.
Exactly. These personal narratives remind us that behind all the medical jargon, the statistics, there are real people grappling with very real emotions. And that shared humanity, that's powerful stuff.
It makes you realize how important it is to have resources like Owen's website.
Absolutely. And it makes you think, how can we better integrate these kinds of personal stories into healthcare as a whole?
It's a good question.
How can we provide not just clinical information, but also that sense of human connection, that feeling of not being alone in the face of a health challenge? I think that's something worth thinking about.
It really is.